Game of the year. Okay. Game of the year. Doom Eternal. So I'm gonna give my opinions on these. I have not played Doom Eternal, so I can't really say too much about it. Final Fantasy VII Remake. The thing is, I absolutely loved the remake, but I also hated the remake. I thought it was absolute trash. The ending, I mean. Because, I don't know, I might be wrong. I have very strong opinions. I might be wrong, but, I mean, my opinion is my opinion anyways. Can't be wrong about that, but I played the original Final Fantasy quite a lot, the original 7. I'm a big fan of that. It's one of the things I spent a very long time doing. I played through the whole game in Japanese to study as well. I used it as a resource, or language study resource as well. It means a lot to me, and seeing the game how it is, it's amazing, but they fucked it up at the same time. So I don't know what I feel about that. Ghost of Tsushima. I have heard a lot about this, but I have not tried it myself. I don't know. Have you guys tried any of these games, or is it just me sitting here rambling to myself? I want to play this though. I have a PS4 right here, so I could potentially get the game and try it out. Hades. Ooh. Maybe we should vote for that. I think, wait, can we sign in right now? Sign in with... Wait, can I sign in with 3 different accounts? Is that voter fraud? Let's sign in with Twitter. I'm gonna put this on the other screen. Haven't tried any of those. I have tried Hades, yes. You have. I think Hades is pretty cool. I think Hades is probably the best out of those games. But then again, I haven't tried Ghost of Tsushima, and I haven't tried... Wait, am I logged in or what? Sign in? It said you are logged in. Redirecting you back, and it just didn't do anything. Hello? It's not doing anything. Nani? Okay, let me just refresh the page. You have to wait. Really? Who wants to wait in 2020 though? That's the question. That is a very good question. How do I vote? I don't know. I haven't logged in yet. Let's while it's loading, let's go back to GeoGuessr. Hold up. Why is it broken down here? I don't know. Oh, was it supposed to be an ad or something? But we have ad block. Uh-oh. So this... Oh, no. I said it's Turkish, but this is Hungarian. I'm pretty sure this is Hungarian, because if you look at the sign over here, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see there's like yeah, this is 100% Hungarian, because they got the O with the dots, but the dots are not dots, they're just diagonal lines. That's a letter they only have in Hungarian. So this is it's in Hungary at least. That's one thing we got. Where in Hungary though? That's what? Stop shop? Interesting. Okay, we got this one back. Wait, did it say Kishatad? Kishatad could just be... Oh, you only guessed the country in this? Oh, really? Really? Well, in that case, it's Hungary. It's Hungary. Done. Easy. Okay. That is actually pretty cool then. You don't get score for getting close. Oh, well that's nice. Let's do more of that. Okay, I'm logged in now. So let's see if we can actually vote for best game of the year. Let's vote in the different categories. So, like I said, Doom Eternal and Ghost of Tsushima, I didn't play them, so I can't say anything about them. I'm so hungry, I could eat some turkey now. Final Fantasy VII Remake. It is a really good game. It could win. I think it has potential to win. I'm just very sad that they basically changed the story of the original game to make a new story in the same universe, and I don't like that. It's not actually a remake. It's a reimagining. It's Final Fantasy VII reimagining. It's not actually a remake. And I'm kind of sad about that. But because the original story is 100 times better than the remake story. So, Ghost of Tsushima, I didn't play that. Sadly. I want to. I could do that. Hades. I would vote for Hades, probably. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I have played this game quite a lot. I have, like, tons of hours put into this, but I don't know. I feel like Animal Crossing might win as well. It has potential. The Last of Us Part 2. This is actual garbage. I have no idea why The Last of Us Part 2 is even on the list, because I think The Last of Us Part 2 is actually a trash game. Like, the writing is trash. I mean, the thing is, when I say it's trash, the thing is, when you get to a certain level, right? When you get to a certain level of budget, you, like, the voice acting is perfect. I mean, the voice acting is amazing. The motion capture is amazing, right? The graphics are insane. The graphics are like the best that you can get on the PS4. The gameplay is okay, but the story that they're telling in the game is actual trash. Like, it's just... Twitch doesn't allow me to use the words to describe how bad the story is in this game. So, I wish there was a minus button that we could vote to get them out of the category. That would be nice. But I'll probably say that Hades is my vote, personally, on this one. We're gonna vote for Hades. Patrick Chill. I just really did not like this game, okay? So the thing is, The Last of Us, the first The Last of Us, is an actual masterpiece. The first The Last of Us for the PS3 and also the remaster for the PS4 is actually a masterpiece. Like 10 out of 10. I don't give out 10 out of 10s easily. It's actually a 10 out of 10. And then they came out with this, which took everything from the original that was good, threw it in the trash, and then just put a lot of crap we never knew that we never wanted and put that in the game. So absolutely, if you get access to this game, take that opportunity to throw this in the trash, please. So, best game direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Ooh. So again, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Thank you for casting the vote. I earned a badge. Okay, thank you. Close this. Close this. Can we close this? Is it because I have a ad blocker or something? Why is it like this? Oh, return to site? Oh, it doesn't work either. I earned a badge. Oh, now the whole site froze. Oh, there we go. There we go. So, Final Fantasy VII Remake again. Creative vision and innovation in game direction, art, and design. Game direction is not story. Oh wait, I voted for this one? Wait, am I not allowed to vote for... Wait, I'm really confused. Oh, it's the website being really weird. That's what it is. It's the website just being really laggy. That's why. So, okay, there we go. So I can still vote for Hades here and vote for something else here. Okay, that's good. So, if it's about game direction and design, maybe Final Fantasy VII. Again, Ghost of Tsushima, I didn't play the game. Sadly, I really wish I did. Hades does have amazing creative vision, game direction, and design, so maybe this? Again, Last of Us Part 2 is trash. We don't talk about that, because actual trash. Half-Life Alyx. It's Half-Life Alyx. We're gonna vote for Half-Life Alyx, because Half-Life Alyx is... The thing is, VR... Going from 2D graphics to 3D graphics, that was insane. Like, we never realized how insane 3D graphics could be compared to 2D graphics. But the jump from 3D graphics non-VR to 3D graphics in VR is the same jump. It's the same dimensional jump, because we have like an extra dimension now that we can explore. Even though we are seeing 3D graphics on the screen, it still is perceived as 2D images. And you can say the same about VR as well, but when you're in VR, you actually feel the presence. You can feel your own presence in that VR, in that virtual space. That is something you just cannot understand if you haven't played VR. If you watch people play VR, that's no different from watching people play a normal 3D game, flat screen. But when you play VR, that is just a totally different thing. It's like trying to explain to a blind person how it feels to see color. You can't. You have to try it for yourself. I mean, maybe blind person was a bit of a bad example, but you get the idea. It's like explaining to someone who has color blindness how it feels to see different colors. They just can't you can't understand it until you can see the colors yourself. Best narrative. So what do we got? We got 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. I've never even heard about this. Okay. Could be cool, I guess. Final Fantasy VII Remake. The narrative... I clicked on this, that was an accident. So the narrative in the remake is actually really bad. Like, not only did they change the story, they also changed... Sorry, like, not only did they change the ending of the game, they also changed everything leading up to the ending, and they took things that were supposed to happen a certain way, and they changed that too, because they wanted to make it different in the remake, and that's really bad. Like, it's not interesting. Ghost of Tsushima could be good. Again, I haven't played it. Hades, also really good narrative, really good story. The Last of Us Part 2, again, probably, if there was a category, worst narrative of 2020, I would vote for The Last of Us Part 2 for worst narrative. That's the only award I would give to The Last of Us Part 2, to be honest. But, I'm hearing thunder. Oh, really, Frosty? That's crazy. Thunder, feel the thunder. I'm feeling like... The thing is, I don't really want to vote for a game that I haven't played. And I haven't played... So I'm not going to vote for Final Fantasy anyways. I'm not going to vote for trash anyways. So it's either got to be 13 Sentinels, which I haven't played, Ghost of Tsushima, or Hades. Hades is the only one I played. So I feel like even though these might be better, however you can measure that, Hades is the one that I've actually tried myself out of all of these. So it's the only one that I feel like I can fairly criticize or review in this case, right? Best art direction. Ooh. So the Final Fantasy VII art direction is actually amazing. Ghost of Tsushima also looks really good. Hades, amazing. Ori and the Will of the Wisps actually looks really good. I haven't played it myself, but it does look really good. Again, why is The Last of Us Part 2 in all of these? Like, I know that people make jokes about how the companies are paying for people to say nice things, and then people are joking about that as well, and it's like a kind of joke about this, etc. But seriously, the art direction in this game is not that good. The narrative is not good. The game direction is not good. Game of the year, even, for a game that is actually really bad. Actually a really bad game that I don't want anyone to play. And the thing is, I am very open about video games. I have my own tastes, other people have their tastes, and if I like a game and you don't like the game, that's fine. If you like the game and I don't like the game, that's fine. But this game is actually, like, objectively not a good game. It's actually a bad game. Like, it's an evil game. Ark for greatest game of all time. I haven't tried Ark, so I can't say anything. In terms of apartment heating, okay. That may be true. That may be true. I heard that they ported Ark to the Nintendo Switch and it couldn't run more than like 15 FPS. Who's got the best art direction though? This is so subjective, it's insane. Like, personally though, it is a very good game. Yeah, I heard Ark is pretty fun, if you can run the game. I will say though, personally, I feel like the art style of Ghost of Tsushima is a bit too similar to Sekiro. And it's a bit... It doesn't stick out that much, if that makes sense. I feel like it's got to be maybe Final Fantasy or Ori, but I haven't played Ori, so I feel a bit bad. But I mean, I feel like you can critique the art direction without having played the game, right? It's a really hard choice. Ori. We're gonna go with Ori. Gonna go with my gut feeling. Best score and music. How is The Last of Us Part 2 still here? How the fuck is the game still here? Wow. Jesus Christ. Anyways, so Doom Eternal. Haven't played the game that much. I know the music is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Final Fantasy VII Remake, most of the music is okay. Yeah, whoever owns the Game Awards apparently loves this, but it's not voted by one person though. It's like a big sort of college of people. It's like a jury of people from all over the games industry. But you know, I feel like this Last of Us Part 2 being everywhere, I feel like it might be kind of like an effort, because there's been a lot of negativity about the game. Well, there's been a lot of negative feedback about the game because a lot of people... I don't want to spoil the game though. Some people like the game. Most people I know hated the game. Thought it was an absolute shitfest of a game. And I agree with that too. I think it's really a really bad game. And like I said, I respect the game enough to not spoil the game, but some people hated it for gamer reasons. What do you mean gamer reasons? What does that mean? Because a lot of people are hating on the game because, well, first of all, because the main character, privileged white kid reasons. But it's not about that though. It's not about that. The story is not impactful. First of all, the story is like a rehash of the first game and also God of War, but different perspectives, sort of, different characters. And not saying it's the only reason not to like it. Yeah, of course. There's a million reasons not to like The Last of Us Part 2. It's a really bad game. But I want to explain why I think it's a bad game and not just like repeat myself all the time. Like, the thing is, I'm trying to think of how I can say this without spoiling anything from the game, or not spoiling too much about the game. Well, first of all, it doesn't have the same feeling as the first game has at all. And they're taking all the good parts from the first game, throwing it out, and they're inserting bad parts instead. Inserting stuff that it's not memorable, it's not fun, and it's put there to manipulate you into feeling certain things. It's put there to force you into getting certain emotional reactions that are not natural. Like, it's a very like manipulative game, and it's very evil. And when I say it, it sounds stupid. When I say it, it sounds really stupid. But if you play the game yourself, and look at it logically, it is really bad. It is really that bad. And the ending is really bad. The ending does not make any sense at all. The characters' choices don't make any sense at all in the story. Everything the characters do are only to drive the plot of the story, not because the characters would have done this. Like, you can read the characters, you can learn how they should act as people, but then you see them actually do like the absolute opposite of that. It happens in the beginning of the game, it happens at the end of the game, it happens throughout the whole game. Everything is just, nothing makes sense. And when you get to the end of the game and you see like the final cutscene and credits roll, you just feel like, wow, I just don't know what to say. It was just really bad. Haven't played it, but I watched some videos arguing it for it being bad and it being good. Yeah, but the thing is, there are a lot of people that said it was a good game because they felt a certain way, because this and this happened in the game, but it's not... It's really hard to explain. Yeah, Video Game Donkey really liked it but hated the ending. I know. I watched his review and I disagree with everything he said. Seriously, it's really hard to explain without spoiling anything. I feel like I could make a video on YouTube about this and explain why I don't like the game, why I think it's an objectively bad game, but I don't want to spoil people here on stream. If there's someone who hasn't seen it, I'll just put like a spoiler tag and everything in a YouTube video instead. It's better. But for now, best score in music. Ori has pretty good music. I haven't played it that much, but I know it's good. Hades has really amazing music. Doom Eternal 2 has pretty good music. Final Fantasy VII Remake, again, I am not sure I am all too fond of what they did with the remake music, because the original music is really good. But again, can you give Game of the Year to a remake? That's also a thing, right? It feels a bit odd. But then again, kind of spoilers, but it's not actually a remake. It says Final Fantasy VII Remake, but kind of spoilers, it's not actually a remake. It's actually a reimagining. They took the original characters. Yeah, it's different from the original. They took the original characters, they took the original story, and then they just deleted stuff, inserted stuff, deleted stuff, inserted stuff. And then, like, it's not even the full game. Final Fantasy VII Remake is actually Final Fantasy VII Reimagining Part 1 out of 2 or 3 parts. And so, story-wise, lore-wise, they should be 1/3 into the story of the original Final Fantasy VII, but at that part in the story where the game here ends, they changed everything, so it's physically impossible for them to continue the same way they continued in the original, because they've took the whole story, and instead of following this linear timeline, they just took the whole story and just moved it away. So it can't even be the same story anymore. And this new story, I don't like it. But music-wise though, I am not too fond of the music, because the original has like 10 out of 10 amazing music, but they made some of the music a bit more obvious. Instead of hinting towards different leitmotifs and stuff, they just put it right in there. Like, they just put like the final boss theme everywhere now. You've probably heard the dun 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 dun, and like the Sephiroth and all that stuff. Like, they put all of that everywhere. And almost every single song has this Sephiroth theme put everywhere. I don't like that. I feel like out of all of these, it's got to be either... For me personally, again, I didn't play Doom Eternal, I didn't play Ori, so for me personally, it's got to be Hades again. Hades getting a lot of votes this year. Best audio design, Half-Life Alyx. Instantly Half-Life Alyx, and I can explain why. Again, I didn't play Doom Eternal or Ghost of Tsushima, but I played all the others, and I can say what they did for Half-Life Alyx is insane. It's unimaginable. What they did is they made it so that everything in the game, they have this in their engine, the Source 2 engine they're using, they have this ability to have a lot of different like soundscapes and a lot of different audio. It's hard to explain, but it's really cool because what they did is when you grab different things, when you grab like random things, because it's VR, right? When you grab stuff and you shake stuff, you can hear the way they sound when you hold them. Everything, every object in the game, you can pick up anything in the game. Every single thing you grab and you shake around, they all have different sounds, and just the way that the music blends in with the atmosphere and everything is just amazing. It's insane, the audio design they did there. Okay. Best performance awarded to an individual for voice over acting, motion, and or performance capture. So again, this is not about the story. This is just about the performance of the actors. VR games that actually properly use VR is sick. Yeah, it's insane. Like Half-Life Alyx was built from the ground up for VR. People have ported the game to flat screen, which is the term we use for non-VR. People have ported the game to flat screen, but it boots up. You can spawn a player character, you can walk around, but you can't progress in the game because you need VR. Like, it's a game that's, again, insanely hard to explain for people that haven't played VR, but you're just on a new level. Like, this is one step closer to the Matrix. And if you've never played Half-Life Alyx in VR, you are missing out on maybe one of the biggest gaming achievements in the past 10 or 20 years. It's insane how good this game is. It wasn't even on Game of the Year, was it? It's not even on Game of the Year. They didn't even put Half-Life Alyx on Game of the Year. That's insane. So, best performance. Like I said, we are voting based on the performer's talent, the performer's skill, right? It's because Alex is a female. Hey, Caspin. But you got The Last of Us 2, which is a shitty ass... I'll try to use more sophisticated words. It's hot garbage. I mean, you can play as a female in Animal Crossing. Last of Us 2 is a depression fest. It's not just that. It's just really bad. I think it's a really bad game. I mean, you play as a female in Final Fantasy VII as well. So, best performance. We've got ending in the beginning and the middle was all around sad. Yeah, it's really sad. I'm trying not to spoil too much for the people that haven't played the game, but I think overall it's just not only a sad game. I think it's a bad game as well. The stuff they do to make you feel certain ways. Animal Crossing on the list for Game of the Year, don't really agree with that. Well, Animal Crossing has helped a ton of people in the pandemic though. I think it should be Game of the Year, possibly. Or at least be on the list. Because it's helped so many people. It's like Animal Crossing. It's irrelevant. Is it really irrelevant though? Isn't it like one of the most relevant things? Because it's like the main thing this year is like we got the PS5 and the Xbox and we got the pandemic. Those three things are like the main things that happened in 2020, right? It's a casual game, so it caters to pro and lazy gamers. That's true. That's true about Animal Crossing. I mean, both of us are like born and raised in the mid-90s. We're like pro Nintendo gamers. For us, maybe it's not a Game of the Year, but for a lot of other people, like all my friends here have the game. Everyone I know have the game, almost. Yeah, I love Animal Crossing as well. So, let's see. We've got Ashley Johnson as Ellie, Laura Bailey as Abby. So these two are the main characters of The Last of Us 2. And even though I hate the game, I think it's actual trash. I think it's a really bad game. I would rate it probably 3 out of 10. I'm gonna rate their performance, not for what they did in the game, but how they performed it in the game. So I'm gonna be nice, I'm gonna be fair. Daisuke Tsuji as Jin Sakai, Ghost of Tsushima. So I didn't play the game. I feel that I can't really speak much to it. Logan Cunningham as Hades. Pretty cool. Naji Jeter as Miles Morales. But this game just came out. Isn't that a bit weird? If Spider-Man Miles Morales can be on the list. I'm seeing the bias. What bias do you mean, Kespin? But serious question though. If Spider-Man Miles Morales can be on the list here, what do you mean my bias? Because I'm white? Because I'm male? Spider-Man Miles Morales is... Okay, no, thank you. It just came out, but why aren't other PS5 games here? Like, why isn't Demon's Souls on the list? Well, Demon's Souls is a remaster, I guess, or it's a remake. Maybe that's why. The Final Fantasy VII remake is here. Why isn't Demon's Souls here then? But... I feel like I need to think really hard on this one. Maybe Ashley Johnson as Ellie. I think objectively she has the best performance probably out of these guys. I mean, everyone else did really well, but I like Ashley Johnson. I think her performance is really good, even though I don't like the game. See, I'm not that biased. Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message, we have If Found by Dreamfeel. I haven't played that. Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition by Cardboard Computer. I haven't played that either. Spiritfarer. I haven't played any of these, sadly. Spiritfarer by Thunder Lotus Games. But the cool thing now is that now we know that these 5 games are really good, so we can get them and play them. Tell Me Why by Don't Not Entertainment. And Through the Darkest of Times by Paint Bucket Games. I can't say anything about these games. I haven't played any of them. Can I just choose to not vote for any of them? That's how voting works, right? Best Ongoing. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. I feel like Path of Exile should be here. Where's Skyrim, by the way? Heard it's a brilliant new game coming out for refrigerators around you, probably. But why isn't Path of Exile here? PS5 Skyrim is definitely gonna happen. I can bet my ass. But I don't know. No Man's Sky is really delivering though. They're really taking everything that was bad about the original. Not a lot to bet. Thank you. Thank you, Kespin. They're really taking the original concept that kind of screwed up. Yeah, it's the greatest comeback story of all time. Because they screwed up really bad. And it wasn't all their fault, really. But they screwed up really bad. But No Man's Sky is an actual good game right now. Call of Duty, I don't know. Is Call of Duty. Fortnite? It's Fortnite, right? Apex Legends, probably good. But out of all these games, I would vote No Man's Sky. It's like Cube World reversed. I haven't played Cube World. I feel like Path of Exile should be here though, actually, but that's fine. Best indie game. We got, Carrion. Interesting. So, my plan, I guess I can reveal it now. My plan was that we're gonna do a tiny bit of chilling first, and then we're gonna try this game, actually. I have it right here. Hold up, let me find it. I actually do have it here. Right, I was looking at this dude. Here. I was actually planning to... I just bought this game right now, so that we can try this game out right now. I just installed it after this. And now it's here. That's interesting. So I'm assuming it's a very good game then. Fall Guys. That's fun. Cool. Hades, again. Amazing game. 10 out of 10. Spelunky 2. I didn't play the original Spelunky or Spelunky 2, so I feel like I can't say too much about that. But I want to play it though. It looks really good. Spiritfarer, again. Haven't heard too much about it, so... I don't know. I feel like I should probably get back to this. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Franchise Gaming. So, I feel like indie games are starting to, like, indie games are rising above AAA at this point, basically. Also, when? Probably not today. But I'll check it out. Definitely. Definitely. I feel like it's got to be either Hades or Carrion, but I want to try Carrion first. So that's what we're going to do today, Frosty. We're going to try Carrion today. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but it's a reverse horror game where you play as the horror. So it's supposed to be really cool. Yeah, it's the Blood Blob. Yes. Let's go down. I'm just gonna skip this one because I'm not sure what I'm gonna vote yet. Best mobile game. For the best game playable on a mobile device, we've got Among Us. Easy choice. Hey, Sibrod is here. Hello. Call of Duty Mobile. Genshin Impact. Blantos. We got Legends of Runeterra, and we got Pokemon Cafe Mix. How we doing? We doing good. Trying to vote for Game of the Year right now. I feel like it's an easy choice. It's an obvious choice. It doesn't matter if you're a big fan or not. Among Us is a really good experience. It's a really good game. I don't know about Genshin Impact. I heard that it's kind of... I heard that it's a bit... I didn't play it myself, but it was... what's it called? A bit like pachinko-ish, kind of. Is the mobile experience good for mobile, though, in Among Us? I think it's pretty good, personally. I've tried it. I think it's pretty okay. Microtransactions is what I hear when someone says mobile game. Yeah. Well, Among Us doesn't really have that much microtransaction stuff. The game is basically free by default. But you get ads in between the games, and you can remove the ads for $2, $3. It's not really... It's a good mobile experience. I don't know about these other games, though. Best community support. So we've got Apex Legends, Destiny 2. Oh, sorry. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness. Inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. Again, No Man's Sky had a pretty good... You can skip all ads on Among Us Mobile like after 2 seconds so they aren't bothersome. Yeah, exactly, right? Again, I feel like No Man's Sky, or maybe Fall Guys actually, because Fall Guys had pretty good community support as well. Let's go with that. So we make it a bit more interesting. Best VR, AR, yo! Finally! They're putting the good stuff as a separate category. So what do we got? We got Half-Life Alyx. We got Dreams by Media Molecule, which is pretty cool. We got Marvel's Iron Man VR. Phasmo is not on Best VR apparently. Caspin, I don't know why. We got Star Wars Squadrons. Where's Phasmophobia, bruh? Right? I heard The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners was really good, but Half-Life Alyx is just 100%. It is the best. It is the best 11 out of 10 experience in VR ever up to this point. Innovation in accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Yeah, I am so excited to see how VR games are going to be in 10 years. Basically, though, in 10 years, we're most likely not gonna... In 10 years, we're most likely not even going to be using a VR headset. We're going to have like a brain-computer interface. We're going to have BCI in our heads. That's going to do everything. Phasmophobia is early access, not qualified. Yeah, that might actually be. Yeah, Sibrot. So, I don't know if you were here before when I said it, but I think The Last of Us 2 is an absolute piece of burning trash. It's like one of the worst games ever released. Probably the number one worst game ever released at that budget. But I do agree with you. The accessibility in The Last of Us is insane. So we're gonna vote for that. I hate the game. Worst game I've ever had. Worst game I've ever tried. Worst game I've ever seen. Absolutely hate it. But again, the performance is good. The accessibility is good. Oh, nice. Never played the game, wrote a paper on the accessibility. Nice. So it is good. Some parts of the game are good, but 90% is bad. So, best action game, we got Doom Eternal. You hate it with as much passion as I hate bad filmatization of books I like. Nice. Yeah, I can imagine. So, best action game, primarily focused on combat. Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Neo 2, and Streets of Rage 4. I didn't play. Hot shit comes out of your ass, feels like a high-pressure geyser when it bursts out, shooting out cannonball-sized turds. The Last of Us 2. Yeah. Doom or Hades, probably. Yeah, the thing is, about Half-Life Alyx, I feel like Half-Life Alyx is a 10 out of 10. More than that, 11 out of 10. It cranks it up even further. It's an 11 out of 10 experience, but if you compare that VR experience to a flat screen experience, combat-wise, action-wise, these might be more fun in the long run, but the VR part, it's like a totally different thing. You can't really compare them because I feel like it's really hard to compare them because everything in VR is way more slow paced, because like when you play with mouse and keyboard, you can go like really fast, like 144 hertz screens, and like reaction times, like and everything. But that's not the same in VR. In VR, because you physically have to move around in real life, you literally can't be as fast, and it's just a totally different combat experience. In Half-Life Alyx, when you reload a gun, you have to press a button to let the magazine fall out, so you can grab another magazine, chuck the magazine in, and reload the gun. It's just a totally different combat experience. But then again, maybe that is what makes it such a good game. Maybe that is what makes it such a good action game. But the game is not primarily focused on action either. Let's see what we got. Best action adventure, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. So we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Why is there no Demon Souls here? Again, we got Final Fantasy VII Remake, so we know the remakes can be here. And we got Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, so we know that PS5 games can be on the list too. Why is Demon Souls not here? Yeah, so we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and Last of Us Part 2. It's kind of odd that the voting isn't after the year is over. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, they usually what they do is they make it so that if the game hasn't come out before the voting has started, it doesn't qualify to be Game of the Year this year, but it can qualify to be Game of the year after that. That's what happened with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate when it came out. They released after the Game Awards, so they won the Game Awards stuff the next year instead. Because I've had a cannon shit before. It's just shot out one time and scared me. It even had a sound effect. Like nice. So tired on my keyboard. You know what you should do, Frosty? You should get a VR headset, and then you just start typing in VR. Just start doing this in VR instead. It's different if you want to try something new. Demon's Souls worldwide release was November 19. Assassin's Creed Valhalla non-PS5 world release was on the 10th. Okay. When was Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales released? November 12? But Demon's Souls is out in America. See? Oh wait. Oh, it's not out worldwide. Yeah, that's true. But the remake is out in a lot of countries. It doesn't say here, but yeah, worldwide release November 19, but NA and OC is November 12. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. It's a bit sad though, but it makes sense. It does make sense. Weed bong. Best action adventure? I haven't played Valhalla, so I feel like I can't vote for that. Action in Last of Us is not that good, personally. Haven't played Miles Morales either, so I feel like, from what I've seen from all of these games, because I've seen all of these, from what I've seen from all of them, I feel like Ghost of Tsushima probably has the best one. Action adventure combination. Ori's pretty decent too, yes. Star Wars kinda eh. Okay. But yeah, Ori is definitely up there. But I personally feel like Ghost of Tsushima, even though Ghost of Tsushima kind of is like a Sekiro from last year, right? Last year Sekiro won the Game of the Year. I feel like it's kind of the same thing. But yeah. Best role-playing game. We got Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, Persona 5 Royal, Wasteland 3, and Yakuza Like a Dragon. I haven't played Yakuza, even though seeing like the popularity of the Dame Dane, it makes me really want to play the game now though. What, could that be fun? Norwegian only 2 minutes? Do we have to do that? Do we have to do that? Do it in Norwegian now? Hold up, let me find my... Can I refund that? Can I give you the money back? Like, I'm sorry, Frosty, but I wanna be objective here. I don't wanna meme around right now. Only hearing Yakuza, I hear that song. Yeah. Dame dane, dame yo. Oh, the music here is horrible. Posture check. Okay, we can do that. Thank you. Like I said, I have a tiny... Yeah, and the stretch too, thank you. I have a tiny back injury, so I gotta be a bit careful with the posture. But it should be fine. It should be fine. It's okay, it's okay. No worries. Is your beard itchy or do you just like petting it? It is very itchy. It gets like, the longer it gets, the itchier it gets. There's like a, or it's like, when you first start growing it, it gets, when you first start growing it, it gets kind of itchy, and then it gets a bit better, and then when it grows more, it gets more itchy. Yeah, it's kind of like pubes. It is kind of like pubes, but it's... It's thicker than pubes, so there's more stuff to itch, if that makes sense. But it is kind of the same thing. It is kind of the same thing. Face pubes, basically. Yeah, it is. It's not really Movember. I just decided to... more hair means more movement. It feels like there's something there. Maybe, yeah. Like, if I put my face onto a pillow or something and I do this, it kind of hurts because the hairs are kind of moving around a bit too much. They're like dragging my skin and stuff. Thicker than pubes. You're not part French, so you wouldn't know. Well, I'm part Pakistani and Norwegian Viking blood, so I know how it feels.